ladies and gentlemen, I dig the hat, so we're keeping the hat going. But I had to stop playing. Like, look at this. I'm over here playing Night Rain. I had to stop. I had to pause because we've got to talk about something. I just learned about the most outrageous crap. Bro, if Destiny and Marathon were not cooked, they're cooked, but like they're beyond cooked now. Holy moly. Let me just get right into this. You're going to be hella surprised at this. So we got the tweet from Grums over here. The tweet from Grums. We love Grums. He's awesome. I'm going to turn my audio down real quick. Bungie is in trouble. So he adds Bungie is the biggest game company supporting the just indicted Southern Poverty Law Center. The SPLC is accused of defrauding donors by directly funding leaders of these hate groups, including the Ku Klux Klan. Ladies and gentlemen, the call is always coming from inside the house. I'm going to keep saying it because it still applies. They set up elaborate shell corporations to funnel the money. The FBI alleges funds were used to create more hate crimes. I mean, that's how they stay in business. You create problem, you sell solution. There's nothing new here. So you can figure out the scam from here. Raise money to fight hate groups, fund hate groups to create crime, use crime as evidence to raise more money, and then these just loop. We've always known that they've done this. Politicians do this all the time. It's how like the ACLU, it's how it's how people like that stay in business. In order for an anti-racism company to stay in business, what do you need? You need racism to have an anti-racism company, because if you don't have racism, there's no need for the anti-racism, right? So it's just proof that they're just circulating this stuff. It's money laundering. The SPLC was the real hate organization all along. Bungie was the loudest, most vocal supporter of the SPLC, raising hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions, for the group. Direct financial grants to the SPLC, annual BLM Be Heard Players event to sell pins and fund the SPLC. Yeah, they've got like in-game and Bungie store merchandise and stuff that you can buy. Charity events and streams to raise money for the SPLC via the Bungie Foundation. That's important. Game to give campaigns that also support the SPLC. Bungie has some explaining to do. The SPLC was a classic shakedown organization that painted groups as hate groups and forced their way into all the safety teams of major social media, including old Twitter. Yeah, no, like all those, like the DEI, like, what is it? It's the DEI portions and departments in these companies that they would put together, kind of like HR, but on crack. This gave them power to advise who got deplatformed, who got deboosted, and who got banned, and to help set speech policies. Yep, we know that from Facebook and Twitter and all the stuff during the Rovid. This is who Bungie was supporting. This is who they fell for. Bungie must immediately and publicly cut ties with the SPLC. I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. So if you've been purchasing Destiny 2, like a lot of us have, because a lot of people have played Destiny, you have been supporting the Ku Klux Klan, ladies and gentlemen. So here we've got this is on the official Office of Public Affairs of the U.S. Department of Justice here. The federal grand jury charges Southern Poverty Law Center for wire fraud, false statements, and conspiracy to commit money laundering. Yep. They have been indicted, ladies and gentlemen. Between 2014 and 2023, the SPLC secretly funneled more than $3 million in donated funds to individuals who were associated with various violent extremist groups, including the Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nations, and National Socialist Party of America. Ladies and gentlemen, the National Socialist Party. What other party was National Socialist? I wonder. That name rings a bell, but maybe I'm just too stupid to remember. Man, what a crazy, crazy coinky dink. Anyway, let's take a look at this here. This is the Bungie Foundation website right here. The Black History Month stuff here. Their event for Black History Month, event details. February's Black History Month. Get your Be Heard emblem in Destiny 2 today. Happy Black History Month. Blah, blah, blah. We are excited to support the Southern Poverty Law Center, a nonprofit organization fighting for social justice by strengthening voting rights, empowering Black communities, and ending economic inequality. Ladies and gentlemen, the call is coming from inside the house every time. It does it every time. Every dang time. These people need help. These people genuinely need help before they do any more damage in real life. They need help. So pray for these people for sure. And they better come out and apologize publicly and cut ties with them, because that is just unacceptable, especially from people who claim to support. If you're going to claim to support this stuff, you can't be generating it. Well, they're not going to be good, but you guys get out of here and be good.